I mean,
Pretty
if
much.
there's one thing I want you to remember from tonight, it's the importance of counter-sniping. So we're going to do a few counter-sniping exercises here, and most of them rely on being able to quickscope. I guess some of you don't know how to quickscope, so we'll have to do that first. Quickscope is when you right-click. I can hear an echo, so somebody's holding down the push to key button, I think. Yeah. Right. Quickscope is when you scope or zoom in and then quickly shoot. The idea is that you scope and aim at your target's head, because you have to zoom in order to score a headshot, and the longer you zoom in, or the more time you spend watching through your scope, the more of a danger you're going to be in. Because okay, can everyone stop shooting at like 5 seconds? You can practice quick scopes in a second, but the idea is that you aim roughly at your target and then zoom in, and while you zoom in, your target will probably move like a centimeter or inch or two, whatever. So you'll have to compensate for that by like aiming again, or like by moving your crosshair to the head of the enemy. And with some practice, you can do this and score headshots fairly reliably. On your target side, it'll look like you're not even aiming, because it'll be like really fast. Which again is a good thing, because one of the biggest dangers with counter-sniping is standing still. You can practice quick scopes if you want to for a while. Just let it all out.
Just not on the blue medic, please.
Yeah.
If I don't walk in front of somebody else's head.
Quick scoping is probably the most important technique to master as a sniper, because it allows you to one-shot enemies like instantly. It'll kill, I think, 5 out of 9 classes like in a single shot, without having to charge your shot or stand still or anything.
Do you have it set to auto rescope after you shoot?
I do actually, and I think that is a matter of personal preference, because if you play with a high sensitivity like I am, then generally you don't want to click too much when you don't have to, because clicking can cause your input jitter a bit. So I do have auto zoom on just to remove that element of clicking from time to time, right clicking that is. The thing about auto scope or auto zoom is that sometimes it'll zoom after a shot even when you don't want it to. So you'll have to abort that sequence, either by right clicking or by switching weapon. And again, that is a matter of personal preference. I prefer to switch weapons, some people prefer to right click, and either way is fine. You can also play with auto zoom off if you want to. You'll just have to like right click between before every shot. Right, so counter sniping. I think the biggest advantage
Crying out loud.
Yeah, don't shoot the medic.
Yeah.
I think the biggest advantage in counter sniping is that if you can counter snipe without being stationary, then you're going to have a huge advantage over those snipers who prefer to be stationary. Because if you come up against a sniper who's standing still and you're moving, then you have to hit a stationary target, whereas he has to hit a moving target. And either way, he is going to have a much harder time hitting you. So it's better if you don't like zoom in and then slowly walk around the corner, because then you're going to be a stationary target. Whereas if you run out in the open, then that's a risk you're going to take. Sometimes the stationary sniper will shoot you and you will die, but most of the time you'll have the advantage, you'll have the upper hand, and you'll be able to kill him without him being able to react in time, basically.
I also find the pyro using the flare gun. I really enjoy killing snipers from a distance with that. So